Hey, this is Sal, and this is not a proper defensive weapon. What's up, everybody? I want to talk to you all today about firearms and why I have them, like why I own guns. Aside from the sporting and recreational purposes, I have them for defense. I have them because I refuse to be a statistic or victim. Now, one of the main arguments that I hear being used against firearms for defensive purposes is that they're not necessary. That it's better for us to just call the cops and wait for them to show up. And, I just wanted to point out the fallacy in that argument because, we expect the police to be at all places at all times exactly when we need them. And I think that's placing way too much responsibility on them, and that it's not only physical impossibility, but it's unrealistic. As sensible human beings, we have to understand that certain situations will arise where calling cops just simply isn't an option. It's not that, the police are incapable or that they're not willing to do their job. It's just that I realize that their job is to address crimes that are already being committed or, to react to suspicious activity within their view. If all we do is sit around and wait for them to show up, they could be showing up to take away your corpse rather than stopping the bad guy. By saying that my guns are unnecessary and that I shouldn't own them, you're basically telling me that you'd prefer I be a victim. And you're telling me that if a dangerous criminal shows up and intends to harm my loved ones, that instead of using the guns that I legally own, that I should instead hide and pray and wait 20 minutes for guys with guns to show up. Please explain to me the logic behind that thought process. Because in many defensive situations, you don't have 15 or even 2 minutes, you have seconds. You have time to react and eliminate the threat in the safest, most expeditious manner possible, and that's it. If you're still having trouble understanding that, picture this. You're at home, say the kids are tucked in, partner's in the bathroom brushing their teeth, you just got comfortable in bed with your favorite book. Sounds like a pretty normal night, right? Well, what about if you hear someone moving around outside and the glass breaks in the next room? What now? You have no idea who this person is, but you can safely assume that they're there to either, take your property or harm your family or worse. What are you going to do? Go hide in the closet and hope they go away? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to get up and grab my 40 or my AR and go take care of the problem. Because I don't have the time to sit around and cower in fear and play the helpless citizen. And, pray that the cops show up just in time. This is real life, and we're dealing with real evil people. And I don't have that luxury of, Hollywood cops swooping in and saving the day. And you're kidding yourself if you think that I'm going to leave the fate of my family up to the questionable benevolence of an intruder and the hope that there's a cop waiting right around the corner. So are my firearms necessary? For me, yeah, they are, because they empower me to defend what I love, and they equalize the playing field against the bad guys. And I find it deplorable that complete strangers think it's acceptable to deny me the safety that my guns provide and the tools to defend myself. Am I paranoid and on edge 24/7? Of course not. But if a bad guy shows up in my house and thinks he's going to take advantage of me, he's going to have a bad time. Because I'm not a proponent of giving criminals the advantage, and when they show up with guns, which are probably illegally acquired, I don't want to have to defend my family with sports equipment, or worse, have to wait around for help that may or may not be several minutes away. We have to realize we live in a world where evil exists, and it preys upon the defenseless. So until that day comes where we live in a utopia of peace and love, and nobody ever gets hurt, I'm not giving up the right or the means to defend myself. As always, thanks again for watching. Hopefully it gave you a little bit of insight into how I think and why I think the way I do. I don't know, it's such a controversial topic, and I felt like I needed to say something on it. But anyway, if you agree or disagree or, just want to discuss, I always love hearing from you, so comment section below. That's it for now. Just we'll be back to our regular programming reviews and whatnot at a later time. But like I said, thanks for watching. Bye bye.